Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first part of a new series. I will be finally playing my very good friend, Johannes Levermann, who joined the tournament community this year again after an absence of over 20 years, I believe. So Johannes and I, we go back quite a while. I believe we first met in 91 when he came to the backgammon group that I had at the University of Dortmund. And we became friends and started traveling to tournaments together. We both were actually quite successful. And in the end, we decided to do business together. Meaning that we decided to share all our profits and losses on these big tournaments, which had the obvious advantage that it's a lot less variance, and it was just so rare that we both lost. So that was very good for both of us. It only worked, of course, because we were about equally strong. So I believe no disadvantage for anybody. And back in the day, it was also the cash game days, so where you played the tournament, but then you also played money games. So oftentimes one of us lost early in the tournament, but could take care of the money game part, and vice versa. So it was a really great arrangement, and and I'm really glad that he's finally back, and we will do practice sessions. I think we will play 2 matches in each session, and then I will do the usual analyze. But just before we get to that, I have found some old pictures. So that was 95, I believe, Santa Monica Beach, Johannes on the right, smoking guy, that's me, yeah, long hair. And here's another one, that's Moscow, 99, together with Peter Heidmüller. We won the team championship, so you can see yesterday, so to speak. And yeah, I'm really glad that he's traveling again to tournaments. He also was in Dubai. And so curious, of course, how this series will go. I know he's already very strong again in the top 10 in Galaxy, at least the last time I looked. So I think we can expect high quality matches. I hope I can do my part in that. And okay, enough talk. Just the last thing to mention, if you like the content, please press the corresponding button. If you are interested in my books or in private lessons, please contact me through my website. Okay, here we go. By the way, Johannes is living in Switzerland now for I don't know how many years. I visited him various times, and so he, I believe, has the Swiss flag. I think he also by now has both nationalities. You can already see with his rating, it's going to be tough. I don't know what's happening. He hasn't moved yet. Okay. Now we really start 6-3. I believe you just run here. As I mentioned, not the strongest in the opening reply. Sometimes I do mistakes, which I actually shouldn't, but very small ones. So, curse, at least not me. So, plan was to play a running game now. That's gonna be difficult, interesting. Whether he keeps the checker on the 20, I think he is had enough in the race to just go for it. That's actually a good number, makes a point. So I have reasonable chances to contain him here. That's also interesting because you may want to step up with the back checkers, jump into the bar. So that's, of course, great for him. Needed use, get it. New favorite. So now there's the question, when do you cube this? So what's going on here? The race is even. Actually, I'm a slight favorite in the race, and I certainly have some market losers, pointing numbers, followed by a bad entry. So the worst thing that usually can happen here is that I get into an even race. I think the position is volatile enough to cube. So sometimes if I don't point on him, I get a second chance if he doesn't escape. So I will cube here. I think I'm a solid favorite. Easy stake in the world, in my opinion. So now what I'm supposed to do, that's of course awkward, not what I wanted. Since I'm ahead in the race, I shouldn't leave any shots, I believe. So just like that. I'm just trying to find something better here, but I certainly shouldn't hit loose or leave a shot. So let's hope I can attack him next time. 6-2. Not great either. I could, if I hit, I leave a double blot. Don't think I can do that. Probably have to go for the race here. Could make the deuce point. That looks strange. You can also just clear the point. Go for the race. That looks... but this puts more pressure on him. Maybe that's better because I really would like to hit him. Simply not really to blitz him, just to increase my racing lead. So I guess he probably can step out here. Yeah, that would have been my play. Fortunately, bad roll for me. So now we are indeed in an even race with him owning the cube. Not the best scenario, of course. Okay, so this is easy stuff. Five, four, maybe. Now he's a really solid favorite. Maybe not quite enough for a recube. Certainly close already. 4 pips. But I don't think, maybe one more pip or something, or checker distribution is similar. I think good decision by him to take a roll. And now he lost his market in a spectacular fashion. And we can move on to the next game. Okay, good start. In his shoes, I think I would make the 11. Okay. I mean, this allows me to escape with tempo on my bar, so I would have made the 11. Also, he really would like to cover and make the 20 here. By the way, maybe I should have even cubed there. So because I was trailing in the match. So I think maybe I missed the cube already, but now with the 3-point made and with that score, I think I will try it again and cube here. Certainly market loses if I make an inner point, or if I escape from the bar point. Oops, that's not the right idea. Yeah, I guess he has to split if he wants to get counterplay. Of course, it's dangerous. Now he can make the 23. He's doing fine. Interesting decision for me. I could make the 8 or the 4, but the 4-point looks really strong here. And I'm also threatening to make the 6 prime, which I don't. So he has 2 blots. Can I go crazy and leave the slot there in order to make the prime? So 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4 are all kind of good. Probably an overplay. So I will make the chicken play. I can even just go all the way, but I think for flexibility, I should give up the midpoint. Maybe I could have even kept the point slotted. And now again, 2 blots. This is the most natural. If I clear, do I really need to clear it now? He also probably will get into trouble soon. So maybe even just wait for him. Of course, if he rolls small, it's good for him, but I have still checkers to play with, and he may get into trouble clearing his midpoint. So I wanted to maintain the pressure high. Wow, another, I mean, I can play like this, but I mean, that really looks like an overplay. I can also do something like this, but then I might as well just make the ace point, let him move. But I could easily see that I should have run there. Okay, certainly won't run now. And I guess I will have to on my next roll, maybe. Yeah, the prime really has defensive value here. And I get all the return shots. I think I will keep the prime. One, two, 3, 4. Not leaving anything for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just clearing. 3. Maybe I mean, I don't win many gammons. Is that a problem that I don't have many numbers that leave shots? So I will just take them off. Double fours, of course. Perfecta. X2. Still hardly any gammons here. So we will enter a 5-point match now. One, two. Interesting choice. Offensive point or anchor. Race is about even. I think that looks better. I don't need the goalkeeper. With 3 checkers back, having the anchor. The nice insurance. So this is, I guess, I mean, there's nothing constructive here. I would just step up to the 22, maybe to the 21 and 11, but that's, he's not ahead in the race, so I don't like it that much. I mean, not really ahead in the race. Okay, so now, of course, I will attack. And he will safety that blot. Nice position already. So just have to keep the cube in mind. So now I'm ahead in the race. 8 pips. I have the anchor, priming chances. He has weaknesses. I think I will cube here. So now maybe because of his blot, can be a bit more aggressive, I think. What else can I do? Yeah, why not going for the prime? Okay, now, of course, I have to be more cautious now that he made the point. Double 5. So 1, 2, 1. Okay. I can point on him, which would be the natural move, but then where's the last 5? So then he will just enter. What about just playing like this? That looks a bit strange. I mean, far ahead in the race, of course. So, certainly pointing looks really strong. I have the stronger board. So even if he hits me, I have many returns. Or like this, maybe. Just going for the blitz. I don't know. I feel like I really should go for, be a bit more aggressive for the gammon here. I'll do it like this. Now, gotta jump out there. But I wasn't really sure about this. It felt like with my gammon value high, should be a bit more ambitious and go for it. Of course, no. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he has to do it. Needs to put me on the bar. Nothing else, I think. 5, 1. I could even lift here. Yeah, I think I can just lift and see what happens. Don't want to get hit. I think I will do that just in case. Okay, now, oops, now I will of course make it. And yeah, if he wants to win, he has to attack me. Also, there is no safe way to play this. Okay, great shot. Very important, actually. Now I can start thinking of the gammon again. Probably 6-2. And then I will just run while I can. So, yeah, he can hit me. Guess he should. Even if I hit him back, I'm behind a prime. He has the deuce anchor. So if he wants to win this, he's got to hit me. Now make the 10. Yeah, good. Okay. And now the deuce. And maybe I should think about coming in. Yeah, that's more like it. Of course, monster shot. All of a sudden, serious gammon danger here. Okay, so how do I play this? Usually you want to clear the point while the opponent is on the bar, but then there is no good 5. Play like this. But what else is there? Maybe I should do that. Maybe like this. I mean, I don't want to leave too many numbers. I mean, I can't play like this. Looks strange. So I will give him the 2 numbers, still not lost if he rolls them, and then I will start clearing. And I should win a gammon if I just don't get hit. So try to play that as safe as possible. I was about to say, however, extra checkers could help. So this is certainly safer. But if I get hit, the extra checker should help. So I'm not sure. It's not that risky anyway. So now I will clear the point. Should be enough to win a gammon, especially now. If I don't get hit, which could be easily possible. So now he has to step out from the 23 to avoid losing a backgammon. If it gets really bad, great number. So that forces him to leave, I think. I don't know the math here. So this is interesting, but I cannot win a backgammon ever. So I will just minimize the shots, take the checker off. Yeah, nothing else. And he hits me, so he got rewarded for staying. Now he's playing a containment game. So at least easy decisions for me. No decisions usually. He should keep, no, he shouldn't switch. I think he should keep the mid and just bring, okay, slotting is an option. At least that makes it easier now. With my 1-point board, maybe slotting is the fastest. As long as he doesn't switch, I think he's doing fine. Yeah. So problem here is I'm not going to win a gammon, and I only have 2 minutes, so I should speed up a bit. Maybe it's going to be a 4 cube. Hope not. Okay, now I guess he's got to take the checker off. If it does, the ace was super important for him. Now he can hit and take off. So that makes it interesting. Fortunately, he can only bear off 1 checker for him. So he shouldn't leave the shot because he's even. So that's the correct play, and he's actually doing already quite well. Oh no, he's not. He's only even when he takes off. So that's a strong argument for taking the checker off. So that's a tough one. So now he's odd. So if I enter, I'm probably still the favorite. Huh. So these technical plays. Yeah, and now I believe even that it's probably a pass. I have 5-8 crossovers. No. I know he's odd, so I don't even see correctly. 4 cube is clear. My take point is quite high. So he takes 2 off. I go into the outfield. He takes 2 off. Huh. 5 checkers. So this I really don't know. Double. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 crossovers. Okay, he takes 2 off. I mean, I have to do something. He takes 2 off. I get into the outfield, takes another 2 off. I get inside. But if I roll something small, I don't make the crossovers. I will pass this. Also, we have more fun. And now it's almost speed here. So better start speeding. Double threes. Don't think I want to get hit. Something like this. Double aces, great shot for him. 5, 3, really bad. I think I gotta hit him, but then I better point on him, I guess. Don't see much else. Here's a blot. I think cube is way too early at the score. 6-1. Gotta continue hitting, I suppose. Now it's probably a good cube. It's really tough to win this. So he doesn't hit me. So my winning percentage should be awfully low here. 3s, 4, 6, 1, 6, 1 to hit. And I'm in terrible shape. He wrote something like ace 5. I'm still in bad shape. If he dances, that's actually okay. So I think for money, it would be a big pass. Can I squeeze out a take here? If he just rolls something like 4-1. Okay, then I can build a counter prime. Dancing, then I have 3s, 4s, and 2s. And clock is ticking. Yeah, maybe I can squeeze out a take here. Also, time is running out. If he hits me, have I always lost? Not always. I will take. He hits twice. That's bad. But I also felt like, I mean, that shouldn't never be consideration, but with the time that bad. Okay. Trying to get a second anchor or do something here. Certainly. So if he just runs, I make a second anchor, not counterplay. So that's why he prefers to point, which is can't be that bad. Okay, 6-1, I can just hit him. I mean the second anchor, and then how good or bad is my timing? 50 pips only. Probably not great chances, but going forward looks hopeless right now. So maybe just this, but then, oh, I have to really speed up. I just pressed the clock. I mean, if he rolls big, 2, 5. Double aces, that's an improvement here. Of course, I'm not going to hit anything. I only have 20 seconds, so that's going to be fun. The problem is I have my computer muted for the recording. So I don't hear anything, any warnings. Okay, at least I'm rolling small numbers. Yeah, clearing might be not that bad. On the other hand, he really would like to see me crunch, but that's way more flexible. So, guess he's got to clear the other point as well. I mean, I don't want to break my board here, so we'll just run. Hope he never makes the point. Down to 19 seconds. I wasted a second somewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No short leaving numbers for now, except for the deuces. Good news is probably won't lose the gammon. Bad news, if then I will still have to play with only 19 seconds. So better hit something here. Okay, now I have to hang around for the deuce. I mean, then I may lose a gammon. If I break the board, I think I just should avoid losing the gammon. Oops, I have to move. There's the deuce, but I think the gammon was decisive here. I mean, if I have to break my board, then I cannot win, or it's very hard for me to win even if I hit checker. Okay, so Crawford, 14 seconds, cool. Do my best. Okay, anchor. So this plays like DMP. So we'll just do the natural stuff. One, two, three. There is another one somewhere. Maybe step out. Probably makes the 23, yeah. 3, just hit. Be happy about it. 6, 5 is probably better. He dances. Pick up the other checker. Do I need to hit the next one? Don't think so. Just maybe I should have, because the ace deuce is reasonable. I wish I had more time. I'm not wanting to hit him, so I will just do something. That can it be? Need to make my 4-point. So maybe I should just slot it here. I also can slot it next time. Just have to keep on moving. Didn't want to leave 2 blots. I think he shouldn't hit. That looks, wouldn't say hopeless, but yeah, difficult. No. That's the perfect game when you have 14 seconds. Wow. So, I mean, now I will just hit everything just for the fun of it. There's a reason to hit everything because we want to win a backgammon. So that's the plan now, winning a backgammon. Okay. At least I got a plan now. Hit everything, win a backgammon. Yeah, that's a good plan. Double aces, whatever. Don't want to get below 14 seconds. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3. Something like this, whatever. I should have played the last one in, but now I'm at 13 seconds, just didn't have the time to move anything. It's really unfortunate that this is playing out like it does with the time travel. So do I want to lose this to just get out of the stress? Don't think so. 6. and 1 maybe. Don't leave a double shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's his problem with the 1 checker. At least my plays have gotten easier. So I can step out, step up. So I should do that. He can point on me. That wasn't too hard for him. 8 doesn't cover. This good news. I need a 6. 6, 6, 6. 2 of them. Overkill. Guess he will make the 14. And then I need an 8. Yes. 13 seconds. Easy going. Didn't waste anything. Of course, made some mistakes here. Whatever. 4 in. 3 off. How bad can it be? 3, 1. 5, 3. 4 is forced for 1. 2, 1. I think I get this out of the way. Huh. Okay, that probably seals it. At least the 13 seconds should be enough now. So does he hit lose? Maybe not. He has control. Do I slot here? I really want to make my point, so I will slot it. Because at some point, so now my low numbers make the point, which would be an improvement. Also for potential bear off maybe. Yeah, no. I really would have loved to make the point with an ace or deuce. Maybe now I can do it, yes. So still like maybe 18% or something. Well, actually, I wanted to play 2 matches, but I think this is really long. Okay, 6. So I'm still hoping to win this. You hear? Despite the time trouble, unfortunately, 3 off. 2 more doublets. No. Okay. That was a difficult one, I felt. Yeah. So PRs almost identical. Congrats, Johannes. Okay. I will ask him if we play another one. So let's see. Okay, he wanted to play another one. So here we go. So this is going to be a longer video, I guess. Probably I will cut the analysis short. Yeah. So I hope less stressy than the last one. I mean, I did it to myself. Don't even know where I really got into time trouble. Well, I can watch the video. Okay, but yeah, the whole thing also lasted longer because he hit me in that one game where I was supposed to get to Crawford. Okay, now this is tough. Do I hit here? Hit or not to hit? He's such a strong front position, but I mean, I'm up 11 pips, so I think I gotta try to run this home. It feels. I wouldn't be surprised if you're supposed to hit here, but against that structure, just many numbers. And I'm ahead 11 pips. He wants to maximize contact, of course. Trailing, I don't quite know. So yeah, now I'm really in trouble. I think hitting and bringing the checker down like this and just close your eyes. I mean, this is, but slotting the 4-point. So if I slot the 4, 3-sit, he can prime me. If he hits me, I can anchor. And this is how I get counterplay. With all the builders in place. But on the other hand, I'm ahead in the race, so fours are duplicated. He's got everything. I will just hit here and fully expect to be cubed. And he has 4 dancing numbers. 2-1 doesn't hit. 1-3 doesn't hit. And that's mostly it. The cube was expected. I think the take is clear. If I just anchor, I have counterplay. Or I could roll a double 3s, of course. Don't want to leave any additional numbers. So just make the point. He's going to hit me, probably. Ace 5, not great. Bringing another checker down looks futile. This gives him so many good numbers, but frankly, I don't see anything else. 6-1 is also terrible, so just for the lack of alternatives, now I get blitzed. Crucial to come in at least with 1. I think he should go for the blitz with the extra blot. Seems to be quite natural. Yeah, 1 checker in, 1 checker out. So I need the anchor now. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Boom. Got it. So now, of course, feel a lot better. Maybe he should just jump out with his back checker with a 5. It felt like, I think, slotting. I think that's an overplay. So I can enter and hit him on the bar. I can hit him on the deuce. And I don't know, his game plan, in my opinion, should have been just run out with the last checker. He's not so. I mean, yeah, if he gets the bar point, great. But yeah, then it's not super important. I think he should have tried to run this home. So that would have. That's certainly an interesting one for the analysis. 5-4. I don't think I should blitz here. I think I should just go for outfield control. Okay, maybe I should have. Just felt like attacking him there didn't feel all that attractive. And now I want to keep my deuce point, but if I get pointed on, I lose a gammon. I don't have good 3s. Guess I have to make the 5. Hope to hit something. Just didn't want to get pointed on. I mean, he has difficulties, of course, to clean up all his blots. Okay, yeah, that's no. It's Germanisch again, unfortunately. Dancing too much. 5-3. So Hope is back. Nice shot. So now I'm ready to hit something. Okay, guess move this checker around. Don't want to put a blot in my home board now that I probably will get a shot, which I hit only theoretically, fortunately blocked. The 3-1. By the way, volunteering for him, the 5-4 was super standard, clear play. Yeah, he thinks whether it makes sense to make the point. I think it does. No, of course, would have been the same. Okay, this I really don't know because now he could leave a double shot with 6-3 and that's a point cleared. Of course, he gains on some deuces if he keeps the point. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Okay, hope I will get a shot. Not yet. 6-4. I don't want to offer him pick and pass opportunities. Okay, that's that. So back to plan A, running against the gammon. Or that was plan B. Plan A was actually winning. And I was already in plan C, winning through the back door. But now it's again plan B, avoiding the gammon, which I succeed in doing. Okay, 2-0 down, at least no time trouble yet. Double deuces, strong roll. Another good one. Too early to cube, certainly. He's out in the race. Now, guess I will. Okay, I can also point on him. Maybe I just point on him. Why hit lose? I mean, I have access to the cube. If he dances, gets a bad entry number, I'll just cube him. I don't want to get hit. So that's the easiest cube in the world. I think it's not too good. It might be too good even at the score, but kind of easy for him to get back into the game. I think it's not quite. I mean, it's a big pass, so I think the score is a big pass, but it's also not too good. But at least you should think about it. And he even thinks about taking, or is he just making sure? I mean, at this score, yeah, that was prudent. Good decision by Johannes, in my opinion. 6-5. Can I do something cute here? Don't think so. I will just run. And now he thinks whether he wants to run or make the 4-point. I think I would keep the anchor, personally. Stepping up doesn't make much sense, like stepping into the attack. That's just what he wants, and don't want to expose another blot, so I make the stupid play, or the ugly play. I really don't want to step up there. Okay, one is clear. Do I cover? I guess I do. Fewer numbers that hit. Yeah, why not cover this? And he should cover also. I think I would have covered. So he decides to do something else. Okay, that looks totally normal now. Neutral holding game. Glad I couldn't finish my sentence. Six, five, so certainly don't want to leave any shots. So it's this, probably. Don't see anything else. Not great. But it's also like he has to offer something. And I don't want to have a blot in my board in case I hit or I decide to hit. This makes it easier. And now I'm ahead, well ahead in the race. So how all this happened? So double fives, double sixes, and you're back in the game. So easy. Double threes on top. So guess I can just clear the point. That's 18 pips, and we'll be able to cube most of the time. Now it's 12. 12 pips, certainly a cube. My distribution is awkward. I have to admit that. But double fours, it can be helped. So now I have them all, sixes, five, fours, threes, and they're all good. Now, just avoid getting hit. Is there anything? I mean, I have to play the 4 here, so why not be even? Don't leave shots on the big doublets. Okay. Just taking checkers off. But he will hang around. Not this time, though, that I offer something. Okay, so 4-way, 5-way, already be prepared to cube aggressively at that score. Let's see what develops. Aggressively, but not that aggressively, so I got a roll here. And what am I supposed to do? I think I should cover. I don't see anything else. If I make the bar, I have to leave the blot. I think it's a cover, and or do I overlook something? I don't think so. So he's got the anchor. So no cube inside for now. Maybe even can consider slotting the 5. I mean, he does consider slotting the 5 because that's the other reasonable ace. Because this is also quite a few numbers, and that unstacks. He's down in the race. Of course, an awful lot of numbers. So yeah, I think I like this better, especially since the race wasn't desperate. 5-3, I guess I just have to continue hitting. Now, he will make the second anchor for sure. Ah, he can hit. Yeah, maybe he should hit. Maybe. And I should just hide one blot, I suppose. Okay, no, that. And just out there. I hope to escape. Don't want to get it, be attacked necessarily on the 3, I think. Huh. So this has turned sour. But I think with the racing lead and 1 checker back, I think it would have been a clear take. 3-4 again, stepping out. I think 6-2 is out. So then just hope for the best. Maybe he misses me. Okay, that should do some good here. Some structure. Nothing else, I guess. 6-2, great shot for him. 4-2. Guess I got to build the counter prime. 3 checkers behind structure. I think enough play left here to take this. If he decides to cube. Head in the race, he has 3 checkers back. It's just too hard for me to drop this. Yeah. Is there any... Yeah, he can blitz me. Huh. I have also structure, so if he just runs out, I make a point. Of course, he can also blitz me. It just looks too strong to pass. I will take it. But maybe I was deceived by this good structure. Okay, there goes the structure. Yeah, maybe it was a pass. So I think that's the safest way to play. I cannot counter prime. Is there anything else? Anything reasonable? I can make the 3, but then I'm totally stripped. No, I think I just have to play it like this. Hope to roll an ace, so this is a great shot. So now some hope back. Now it's the 6 prime. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, hindsight bias. Maybe I was overestimating my priming structure here. Now it's only running against the gammon. For 1, so I don't want to get hit. Also, no reason to step up, so I just play like this, I guess, because he wants to hit me on the deuce, but not on the ace, so I get more time to move my checkers inside. That was an ambitious take, unfortunately. So he's going to hit me. Hope that I don't lose a gammon here. Yeah, my ace point made, but I don't know. It looked like I had some good structure there. And still, I mean, now that there's nothing to do, but yeah, his prime was just too strong, I suppose. Okay, no gammon, at least. We get some more games. Five, four, standard, got a hit. That was fast. Why is he so sure of slotting here? Yeah, that looked more normal, so let's just make the point, bring a checker down. And probably he should step out. I don't think I can cube this. So I won't. And since I don't see anything constructive, productive, and I have a stack on the 6, I will just hit here. Yeah. And that sets me up for a nice cube at the score. If he dances. So 3s hit, 5s cover. 8s hit. Under normal circumstances, it's just an easy take. Of course, at 4-way, 3-way, you better check twice. So now I hit and split. And so that, there goes my blitz. And there starts his. Okay. Yeah. I think that's wrong. Just make the ace. Yeah. Much better. Especially when I roll double deuces. So no other deuces, but just making that anchor. I think now he's going to hit me. Continue dancing. So that was only a short relief. I think it's not a recube. He wins many gammons. And I only need 18.5% to take, because that would be my equity in case of passing. And I can also roll double 4s. So let's think about this. I really like my 9 point here to contain that checker. Can that ever be correct? What else is there? I mean, if I play like this, the checker will just escape. I don't know. It feels like my 9 point is important here. So I'll make it. He escapes, but I have still numbers to hit him. So now, do I want to make this? is that enough contact? I can also play like this. It's probably more contact even and gives me a stronger board. He has these outfield plots. I think this is probably stronger. Okay, he gives, okay, now the race gets interesting. So 1, 2, and so what's better? Down 5 pips, but this is still down only 5 pips. So this is less contact, I guess. He can get home now. But on the other hand, it slows him down significantly. Many variations. Yeah, I'm not sure. And not with 5-2. I was hoping he would have to clear that blot and then I could slow him down a bit more. Not much slowing down. Now, okay, something like this maybe. 8 pips, still easiest take in the world for me. Probably not a cube for him. 5-2. This is strange. He should just clear the point, right? I mean, he's up 15 pips on the verge of cubing me. Yeah, on the verge. Okay. Was a cube saver. Now I'm back in business. Okay, so that's that. Lucky win for me here, 3-way, 2-way. As he has to cube super aggressively. So for example, if I roll a bad number now, it would have been a cube. Guess 4-3 was not bad enough to cube. For him? Do I like this? 3s, 4s? Maybe just the bar and split. Ahead in the race. I can make my bar on my 11. Okay, so I really would like to get an anchor. The 11, is that really that helpful? He has a blot there. Like the bar point much better. Okay, yeah, the ace and then ace and deuce. Okay, good shot. No, with the anchor, not afraid of a cube here. I can try and go for the raise, but then that back checker is really alone. So I like his play. Six one. Just don't see much. Guess he will clear the mid. Can he run from the... that looks... I don't know. That looks very dangerous. Of course, I don't have a cube. Yeah, and I got to attack here. I think being down in the race by that much. So just do that. He hits me, unfortunately. Now we get an interesting game. I guess I gotta hit back. He can dance. Now he should cube, I think. He wins some gammons. I also win tons of games, of course, and also some gammons that he can just devalue or just make worthless by cubing. So I think clear cube, but I think I win over 40% of games here. So I just cannot see how this ever can be a pass, even at the score. So I will just take. Can make the second anchor. Do so many things. Maybe even I'm the favorite. Or when he cubed, maybe I even was the favorite to win this game. Here's a dead checker. Okay, now I will keep the two anchors, of course. And now I can just hit again. So this is a back game now. So as long as he doesn't make his 5 point, I actually feel quite good about this. So let's see if he will be able to make it. 6-4. Do I do something like this? Do I want to get hit there? Aces are duplicated. I don't know. Usually you do these things. For example, in this variation, he makes the 5, but at least I get a shot. Okay. Still pretty decent chances to hit something here. But his 5 point was, of course, a big improvement. This was an even bigger improvement, of course. Now, do I keep the anchor one more time? What for? I don't want to. I mean, I have a reasonable chance to save the G. So when is that actually bad? Maybe one more time, double deuces. I mean, I don't waste too many pips. Double sixes, so now I really got a hit. Don't, so probably this is going to be a gammon loss. Unfortunately. Or maybe not. Maybe I can hit. He should take off one extra number, but he's assured to win the gammon. So maybe I even should have kept the two anchors. I was just, I mean, that was, yeah, we have a game. Incredible. So plan is to slot the bar. Right now without direct cover, slot the bar and then make it. So I want to have a direct cover first, which I just got. And here's the cover. Can I go for another checker? Yes, I can. I just need another ace by him. So I will wait a bit. Not gonna hit loose, even if I can. Just one more time. Hope that he rolls the ace. Doesn't. So at some point, of course, I have to hit. Maybe now the ace. Yeah. So this gets more and more interesting here. Of course, I keep the door open. And this is so weird. And I can lose a gammon still if I make the banana play. I really want to win this. Can I do the banana play? I mean, just for the fun of it, I will do the banana. Oh, okay. So interesting. So I'm really curious about the banana here. Really don't know. Okay, I will hit. Anything other? Okay, he's gonna hit me. Still have a game. Still have a game. So, oops, I don't hit this, so I have to hit the other. Of course. 3s, 2s, and 4s. So that's good. Double 5 covers. Not that that really matters a ton. Whatever. 6, 2. 3. Okay, that gives me a reasonable chance of winning here. I was losing badly. So yeah, curious about banana. I know in many spots you do it. Just don't know whether this was the one. This was one as well. We'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So is there another turnaround here in this? Hope not. Okay, 2 checkers in. Yeah. That could still be close. Just have to roll high numbers. Hopefully not a miss. Still awfully close. Okay, that's great. And that doesn't hurt him that much because he will need double 4s or higher. Wow. Okay, 1-1. Okay, again, well played. So yeah, I think that was a really good session. Very exciting games, turnarounds, back games. So I hope Johannes will continue the series for me. Actually, think he was enjoying himself too. So I will do only a quick analysis today. So let's see what were the worst mistakes. Okay, here's the analysis of the first match. We both played well. I outplayed him by a tiny margin. Overall, I'm quite happy my performance because I felt it wasn't the easiest of all matches to play. And then also the time trouble where you can easily overlook stuff. And since I'm not getting into time trouble too often, it's probably I'm also prone to make more mistakes because I'm just not used to it. Okay, anyway, this cube was a bit too ambitious. I thought if I point on him and he has a bad entry number, I lose my market by a sufficient margin. Apparently not the case. Still don't fault myself too much for that cube. Okay, of course his recube, some raise pass after some double 6s to 1 sequence. Nothing special here. Okay, yeah, I think I commentated on that move that I would have preferred in his shoes to just make the 11. Probably I would have made that play. Seems to be a mistake too. But his is a bigger. And I mentioned that as well. I didn't think about cubing here. You can see it's just borderline, so who cares? But I should have thought about it. Glad that I didn't miss this cube. This one is bigger now that I made my 3-point, and he's still stuck on the 24. So any other blunder, anything here? Doesn't look like. Next cube. Yeah, kind of standard. Advantages in all departments, positional, with the anchor, priming chances, raise lead, standard cube, I would say. Then I didn't feel good about the double fives. I was moving forth and back. I should have just settled on the DMP. I mean, this is obvious the DMP play. You are miles ahead in the race. You have a 5 prime, so you don't win too many gammons, I suppose. But even here, if you switch to blitzing at some point, you win some. And that certainly wins you most games. And as you can see, this is a bit stacked. I didn't want to jump out because I felt a bit vulnerable. So let's see how that moved. That was another I considered. So I really found a really bad choice here. But I felt I was swayed by the increased gammon value at the score. Gammons get me to Crawford. So that was too aggressive. Then here we are in this holding, or in this deuce point game. Okay, that's a sizable mistake for him. Yeah, okay, his plan is to prime, and now he has, if I miss him, he's a huge favorite to make the 5 and make the broken 5 prime. The way he played it, it's only aces, and with the 3s, he would have to break the 8 point. So for example, I roll an ace and step up to the 23, then the checker on the 8 point is not really a cover, and probably was afraid of leaving another blot. Okay, so I hit him 6-2. Again, kind of understand that you don't want to expose another checker, but he's in trouble anyway with regards to gammon losses. And certainly that would be the DMP play, so the game play that wins most games, keeping the structure. And usually, just as a very general rule of thumb, when you lose tons of gammons anyway, you better make the play that wins you most gammons. And here, a blunder of mine. Just didn't want to leave 2 blots. I mean, this is the most flexible, and this is also the fastest to start the bear off. Yeah, kind of hard for me to assess. I felt I had to give something, like that 13-7 is just too inflexible. As you can see, any 5, except for 5-1, or the 5, I would have to play from the 6 point now. So I knew that this would get me into trouble. So I settled on the medium solution, leaving only 1 fly shot. But yeah, I looked at it and I liked it, but it just felt a bit like an overplay to leave 4 numbers. But even if he hits me, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, in the end, this was the odd and even thing where in the video I counted wrong. I think it's really about being that when he takes the checker off, he doesn't gain a roll. So I just enter, and he still needs 5 rolls to get off, and that's the point. So you can check it out, make it such that the extra checker gets you to even, then probably you leave the shot. And the pass, I wasn't too sure. I only passed, I mean, I was counting crossovers, and I'm really not good at these. Or let's say, I know there's this tries formula, but just can't remember it. Anyway, what I thought, it should be kind of close, but since my take point is so high compared to unlimited, I thought better do what the score tells you to do. Okay, next game. Yeah, that take, I'm not too. I mean, in such a position at this score, it's close to impossible to find the right answer with the high degree of certainty. So I ended up with the estimate that I should win, more than 25 for sure. So I'm really surprised it's only 24.6. I thought on the dancing variation, so if it doesn't hit me, I have much better winning chances. So yeah, that makes it a pass. So I thought, since I win more than I actually do, then because of my recube vig, then it's a take. It wasn't, and at least no more mistakes here. We got to Crawford, and now I was really in time trouble. So I made a bad play here. Yeah, I mean, in these anchor games, top priority is keeping your opponent from getting the second anchor. So it's quite clear now that I see it just hit that checker. I wasn't even really considering it. It just made just the most obvious play, hitting the checker in his home board, which was a big mistake because his position is so weak. So even if he hits me so many returns, really should have gone for the kill, so to speak. And there is one last bigger mistake. What's going on here? He was supposed to play maximum coverage, and that's the final position. And he chose this. I mean, that gives me 6-5 on top of double sixes. And since I don't have checkers to play in my numbers to play in my home board, so I can only stay back with 6-1 and 6-2. If I jump out with the other 6-3 and higher, I have to step right into the double shot because I cannot play it in my home board. So that's the most contact difficult to find over the board. These containment plays, always difficult. So in the end, he won that game and the match. So all in all, not too bad. So that's the second match. Kind of funny that I said before that we were of equal strength, and now we are playing, and now this time he outplayed me by a bit. So again, very close together. Of course, that's variance. We will have a match where one player will outplay the other by a lot. Actually glad that I found that one here. That I felt I have to be active here, and just the cube was clear. I knew it was coming, and also knew it was a take, so nothing special here. The 5, I should have played 6-1. Yeah, and it's just too risky to leave 6s, aces, 4s, and 5s. Just looked so bad, and that was a visualizing thing, but. Anyway, when you look at the position, I have 3 checkers here in the inner board and only one spot for them to go to. So anyway, I cannot use them efficiently. So why not just put one on the ace if that's safer? So yeah, this is just sometimes this pattern recognition and visualizing things doesn't work. It's just the numbers thing. Too many double hits, hits and covers, you name it. Too risky. And what's that? Ah, yeah, okay. This one, interesting. Okay, I thought he was supposed to go out. I was wrong. But then, yeah, not slot. At least I was correct in my assessment that slotting the 7 is not necessary. So it was the in-between play. Another one here. Yeah, this is a technical mistake. I didn't pay attention to it. I mean, here you save another 3. You may need it. One would have to go through the numbers when that is advantageous. And I think maybe the bigger argument is if you have the chance to remake the 4-point, get a 5-point board. Whereas here, when you play like this, you just kill one more checker. Okay. That was that. Second one. It was too good. Yeah. I was thinking and thinking and thinking. But at least I thought about it. Sorry. Yeah, I ended up with the assessment that his front position is just too strong and too easy for him to get back into the game. However, again, sorry. At this score, he has to pass so much, so that makes it really hard for him to get back into the game, but not a big deal, not a super big mistake, so I cashed the point. And then 6-2. I should have played 13-9. Unstack the mid. Yeah, I'm already down in the race. I was afraid of his strong board, and I thought, yeah, he can just leave the anchor with tempo, but this makes his life just too easy. Okay, it's too ugly. And here I think I mentioned that one. I was surprised that he continued the blitz with a completely stripped position and no direct covers for the ace. So I was happy for my game that he hit me there. And you can see that was probably his biggest mistake of the 2 matches. I don't think anything bigger will come here. So just remake the bar point. Race is about even, and you have the 5. And yeah, I know when you have made the deep point, there's a tendency, or you don't want to play a priming game anymore necessarily. But since it's the deuce point that you have and not the ace point, this can still become a good containment structure with 2, 3, 7, 6 mate. So that was pretty big. So here, what was that? Oh yeah, the racing cube, yeah. Totally standard. Nothing much to say about it. And 4 away, 5 away. Okay, so what went on here? Okay, just make the outfield point. More outfield presence. 13-8, and you may disconnect your back checkers, but yeah, that's still, it's not a big thing. Guess here comes my big mistake. Yeah, once I saw how the game went, I kind of had the suspicion that this outfield prime just wasn't enough. So note that probably for money, this would have been okay to take. Or when I look at the numbers, Wouldn't have been a big mistake, just right on the cusp. So let me check that prediction. Okay, here's the position for unlimited. So I used my formula from the theory of backgammon. So then the gammon deficit is 19. With a gammon deficit of 19, you need 29 point something. So that means that should be just take past borderline according to the formula. Still would now pass it for money, but let's see if it's really take past body. But yeah, I love the formula. It's just like I didn't try it out before. I promise. It just like if it's wrong, then it's wrong. But yeah, formula is correct by predicting its borderline with the percentages. Okay. Anyway, so I misplayed the double 5. Oh, big blunder. I thought now basically super hard to win, and I don't want to lose a gammon here. So that was, yeah, I mean, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, he has bad numbers and they get counterplay against the 5 anchor. So I was just in the mode of trying to avoid the gammon here because I thought it was kind of hopeless, which it wasn't, because if you see still 27% winning percentages, indeed the assessment was correct that loses fewer gammons, but I just didn't have it on the radar that I can win just so many more games here. If I play more ambitious and make the 4 point, keep the blocking structure, I mean, this, I don't like this with the arrows when it's a doublet. I think it's much better to look at the final position, but that's a matter of taste. Anyway, 4-way, 3-way. What was this? Okay, yeah, I didn't pay too much attention. He insta slotted the 5. Now I remember. And yeah, he should have just gone for the race with the builders. This is a very nice concept that I teach basically all my students. Whenever the opponent has a blot in his home board, like I do in this case, then you don't mind having all these builders in place, these blots, because even if I hit a fly shot, you will always get the return if it's not a doublet, or here in this case, double fours. So then be more inclined to play with these builders when the opponent has a blot in his home board. Then the cube, yeah, of course, at the score. And he just wins too many games in order to drop this, even though it's scary. And here I made another blunder. I wasn't sure. It just was hard for me to assess what is maximum contact. And I didn't even think about leaving the blot there because it looked too scary. So that would have been the max contact move. And I only was thinking about moves like this that I didn't like. And in the end, I decided to just strengthen the board. But the race was close enough already. Was it? I mean, or let's put it that way. This offers just more contact because it's not super easy to clear the midpoint against the 17. Not as difficult as against the bar point anchor, but yeah. Okay. So I didn't choose the correct contact play here. And then this crazy game. Here he made a blunder. Okay, I thought that felt kind of natural, making the inner board points, putting pressure on me. However, he should have moved this. Escaping one checker, keeping the 8 point, having more priming potential, and just be more flexible. This is especially good. Threes are duplicated a bit. If I roll an ace and make the anchor, then you're certainly happy that you have the 8 point. Also, you're way ahead in the race, so if you escape your back checkers, it's just easier to get home. But I understand his play, especially at the score. that feels like it wins more gammons, but it's almost the same, so I'm a bit surprised. Yeah, this double take was borderline. This was all about the gammons. You can see, I think I mentioned it while playing, that I feel like I'm the favorite to win here, which is actually correct. However, what he does by cubing is killing my gammon wins, and his gammons are still valuable. So this is a gammon, a cube because of the gammons. And at this particular score, here I played 7-5, 8-6. So that's such a big difference. Okay, I'm probably gonna get something, some shot, and this is with the deuce point. It's a decent priming structure, and this, I mean, it's one more builder, but it really doesn't help me and makes it more dangerous if I hit him. So yeah, bit careless. Understand this, and the rest wasn't there. Okay, what was that? Okay, yeah, this is super hard for me to find. Just leave it open and bring your checkers in. Really? Okay, so kind of surprised. I thought if I get hit, I want to have my bar point. Problem with this play is if I never get the second checker, these spares are too deep in my home board. So let's say I roll, he dances, I roll a 6-4. So then I have all my spares deep in my home board, and here I can bear off for a long time and keep the high points still closed. So now I understand it, but that's super hard for me to find over the board, but I can see the rationale. It's just like so standard that you keep your 6 prime. So certainly nice. I learned something again here. And then I make some banana play. So yeah, so I mentioned that I saw this a couple of times, and usually against this blot and a 1-point board, you just go bananas, as I did. So actually quite a big difference. And yeah, I lose some gammons. Yeah, actually 7%. Wow, didn't think that. But still so many more wins. So that was good. Well, all in all, I think this is a very nice format, and Johannes also wants to continue. So I don't know how often we will meet to play, but certainly that's going to become a series. Don't know what's up next time, but until then, take care and bye-bye.